horsepower do you have on your truck?
It has 170 horsepower.
And that one has 215? Wow, you suck.
Hey, thanks for tuning in to another awesome, fantastic boat detailing video. Today we are working on this Sea-Doo right here, the Sea-Doo Challenger, or whatever it's called. Just realized that all this stuff is coming off. That's great. Anyway, so perfect example of a boat here. The oxidation has taken a toll. The docks have taken a toll. And this black gel coat is a little bit shot. So today we're gonna go ahead, do a little step-by-step walkthrough of getting this thing shined up. Adrian is not in the mood today, as you can see.
Look at the paint, bro. Awful.
But just like normal, we're gonna go ahead, knock out one side, and then show you quick before and after, and then we'll take you through the step-by-step of how to make this boat look like brand new. So as you can see here, we're unboxing a brand new Simone's polisher here. Adrian has the expensive version. This version here is about $250. And this version here is about $100, man. $100 on sale.
Detail on a budget. Let's see what we got inside here.
We're gonna open this guy up. Wow. See that nice cut? Ready? Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, look at this seat. Oh, holy.
There's a two.
Well, because double the fun.
Party time in the box.
Get that anyway.
What is this?
In case you need to repair it.
Which you will need to.
Freaking hunk.
Which you will need to repair it.
You're wondering.
Wow.
The reason why you got
Hold on, can you just take a second for here? That's a $500 fine right now.
poor Maxim here
Oh.
died on us, and only works if you hold it upside down.
Can we just get a moment of silence for Maxie?
So, if you guys want to just take a look, she made a lot of money. This polisher. Well, now the freaking pad is gonna be dirty, but okay. Go ahead, let's get this fired up and get one of the sides of the boat polished out, guys.
Look at that. Do you hear it?
Adrian won't admit it.
Do you hear it? Yeah, I can't hear you. What'd you say? Go ahead, say it again. Say it, talk again. Say it again. Say it again.
No, shut up. Adrian won't admit it, guys, but he souped up his polisher, changed out the brushes, changed the intake, the exhaust.
We put in high aluminum cast bearings inside this thing.
Got a shot of nitrous on it.
Hooked this on the dyno, and I think it pushed like 970 brake horsepower. So, you know, something light. We're gonna do some more stuff to it.
A
But
little tester here. We'll do a little tester here for the Johnnies at home. Yeah, take a look at that spot. It's a little bit of a shine difference compared to what was there before. Obviously we can wipe off the compound and stuff, but anyway, I hope you guys like the video quality. We upgraded the filming phone here. Now we're on an iPhone 14 Pro and we're just doing a test spot here. I just want to show you, here's the reflection in our test spot. We sanded a little bit here, that's what it looked like. Below is what it looked like before. So there's a good test spot there. Reflection is coming back. What the hell is going on here? Party time, party time. There we go, people. This side of the boat is all shined up. We got it cut, compounded, polished, finished out. It is looking like it's brand new. What does Adrian have to say?
dude, it looks like you can go in it.
The reflection and the depth is pretty insane. Like, look, you can actually see the trailer tires reflecting off of the gel coat. So I'd say we did a pretty good job. If you come look at it like this, you see we have great mirror quality reflection. Oh, look at that. There's Adrian. Got a boat. You want to make it look shiny like this. Just know, we do this to two people. It's Adrian and I. And so if you're doing it with just yourself, remember that it's going to take at minimum double the time. We also have a lot of extra experience. We've done quite a few boats actually. So we have that, so we kind of know the steps to make everything faster. But we're going to share the steps with you guys so you can make your boat from looking like this to what you just saw on the other side. Fortunate today that the gel coat on the Sea-Doo here is a lot better than what we were dealing with last week. Last week we polished like 3 boats, and the gel coat on all of them were cheaper gel coats, so it made everything way more difficult to bring in a better shine than what we were, I guess you'd say, aiming for. But anyway, so the gel coat on this isn't too bad, but it's still heavily oxidized. Not very many scratches. Per customer request, we're not going to be sanding this, and we're just going to be cutting it. So different process, a little bit different process than what we were doing before. Still somewhat the same, but this is going to be the first one. Or I guess the first boat we didn't sand, but someone else sanded it, blah, blah, blah. You can watch that whole video. But the second one, you saw us sand it. It came out really good. But this one, we're not going to sand it. So you can see what that looks like. And we'll come to the other side. And what this looks like. And this is no sanding. No sanding, nothing. The white, you know, great reflection in the white. So let's go ahead. First things we got to do is take all the covering off. 1, so you don't damage it. 2, it's in the way because we need to polish where the cover is. So we're going to take the cover off here. So we're going to clean the interior on this, but we always clean interiors after we do the exterior. Step 1, remove anything that you want to remove off it that's not going to get damaged, dirty, or whatever. This is the second most important step here. Taping everything. So see, along here we have a perfect rub rail. Not a single piece of damage done to it. And we want to keep it that way. We do not want to damage it. It's super easy to damage it with the rotary tool. With the DA, not really as much, but with the rotary, you can easily burn this. This is very just soft rubber, so you can burn that super quick. So what we like to do, take tape. This might be a little bit challenging here because of the curve, but I like to tape all of it off. And this adds like an extra layer of protection, so when we use the rotary, we can get super close to the gel coat right along this edge and not have to worry about damaging the rubber. Now you'll see when we come to the back, see how it's got all this foam back here on top of the non-skid? You also want to tape stuff like this off. You want to tape off these handles, anything that basically isn't the gel coat you want to tape off. You don't really necessarily have to worry about these, but what you will notice is the polishing compound will shine these things up when you run it over, and it'll actually leave some black spots around here, but when you hit it with the DA afterwards, it takes all that stuff out. Like you guys saw, always we're using a rotary first. You can either buy what we call sort of expensive because it's on the higher end. It's at about $250, you know, before tax. On sale, $100. Are they both going to work? Possibly, but keep in mind I've been through, this is my second one, brand new one, and Adrian's still using that one the same amount of time. So you end up spending, if you spend cheap ones and you keep doing this, you're going to end up spending more money on cheap ones than if you just buy a good one to begin with. So that's kind of what ends up happening. So you can either rock like me with a cheap one, lower quality. Trigger is a lot cheaper quality, you know, there's no modulation of it, it's either on or off, or that one, which is also lighter too. So, you know, give and take. This one will work. As you can see me in the videos, I'll use this one, or I had the Maxim. We're going to be using Meguiar's right here, oxidation remover 49. We always use this stuff. The reason why we use this stuff, super easy to get. You can get it in store. Sometimes it's on sale if you go to Princess Auto or Canadian Tire. Fairly cheap, and it's just easy to get. So that's why we end up using it. Anyway, I'm getting sunburnt out here. You can feel my nose is a little bit burnt. It's hot. We're working in the sun, doing a black boat in the sun. It's a great time. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. We got a lot of love on the last videos, that's for sure. So Adrian's going to show us a quick tutorial here. We've shown it in other videos, but this is what we're watching again. Adrian, what speed are we going to be taking it at here?
Personally, I'm on 4.
He's on 4 on this machine.
I might move up 4.5, 5 by the end of it.
Yep.
You want to start slow when the polish is actually on the paint right now, on the gel coat, because you don't want it going crazy. And just get your pad primed a little bit.
So there you go, guys. That's a first cut with oxidation remover. You can see what it was looking like before. First initial cut. We'll wipe some of the stuff off. But what you'll notice, it's super easy to notice on black here, is oxidation remover has some grit in it. So you'll see these marks right here. That's going to be from the oxidation remover. But what it's doing is it's helping take some of that gel coat off, the initial oxidized gel coat off. So that's why you need to polish afterwards or use the yellow polishing pad, because that's going to take those scratches out. Now, before you start freaking out after you compounded, you're saying, why didn't I get the kind of shine these guys got out of it?
That's what we ask ourselves.
We ask ourselves that every single time. You see this? This is what it will look like after you just compound it. You see all the scratches, the swirls in it. It's not great, right?
Ugly. But
then after you've polished it, that's when the shine comes out of it. So you see again, that's just cutting with oxidation remover and a white pad, white wool, yellow wool, and a polish. And that's what she's gonna look like afterwards. So yeah, don't be afraid. It's gonna start looking like that, but that just means you have to polish it, and that's when you get the depth out of it. And that's why we go over with the DA afterwards with an even lighter polishing compound, so that we get lots of depth out of all of it. So you can see beautiful shine in it now.
what's going on, AutoVision's family?
That pad is dirty, eh?
The fucking whole thing, man.
That pad's dirty, eh?
It's dirty. But
you see that when you pull the pad off and it leaves something like that on, it means it's way too full of compound. And all right, so we just went ahead, ceramic coated this side of the boat. As you can see, thing looks amazing after the ceramic coating. Go ahead, we're gonna take, well, you know what, sorry, we still have to polish out the back, but we're gonna clean the interior, so we're gonna be in and out of here, but we still gotta polish the back. Not a huge deal, won't take very long. Sweating buckets right now. Can't sweat in my eyes, can't see nothing. The head will unmask this thing. Is looking like $1,000,000. Fantastic shine out of it. Adrian's over there on TikTok.
Not anything. You really want to see what I saw?
Anyway, so here's the boat. It looks great. You guys, you saw the steps we took. Simple compound, white wool cutting pad using the oxidation remover. Polishing pad, it's from 3M with a heavy cut card compound. Finishing it off with a light cut card compound on a heavy DA polisher. Thank you guys for watching today's video. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like, please subscribe. And if you want your boat polished, contact us. We'll get it done. We'll make it look nice and shiny for you. And we can do it right in your driveway if you want. What do you think, Adrian?
I think that everyone should get their boat looking like this.
Yes, I agree.
It's amazing. Just amazing.